Okay, back with another video. This is going to be a very important video if you're a roofer, a roofing business owner, or you manage some sort of roofing team. It's going to add a lot of clarity to how to refine your roofing process so that you actually get the most out of your leads and the mistake a lot of roofing companies run into when it comes to not only marketing online, but also, you know, just positioning themselves in a place to win when it comes to lead gen and acquiring jobs. So this will be very helpful for you, whether you focus more so on retail jobs or you also do insurance claim jobs as well. Let's first start by talking about the mistake that a lot of roofers make, and a very common thing among probably your competitors as well, right? Some of your competitors are probably doing the right thing, but some of them are probably also falling under this trap as well. So let me go ahead and zoom into my process map here. So what do we see here? What we see here is leads coming in, right? So whether it's through Facebook ads, whether it's them seeing your website or seeing your My Google business listing and then clicking on it, clicking on the phone number on there, calling you, whether it's a referral, whether it's a website form. Most roofing companies don't follow up fast enough. And that's a huge problem because when somebody is either searching you through Google ads or they're scrolling through Facebook and they come across your company, that's an impression, and that impression likely will remind them that, oh, I'm looking, like if it's Facebook, oh, I'm looking for a roofing company. If it's Google, they have a search intent there, I'm looking for a roofing company. Either way, they're basically shopping around. And if you're not getting back to your leads fast enough, they submit that form or it's a referral or it's a phone call, then they're just going to go to the next person because they're, at the end of the day, they're doing what's convenient for them, not what's convenient for your company. So they're not going to sit around and wait for you to, get back to them basically 2 days later. And unfortunately, a lot of roofing companies, their sales team just takes way too long to get back right to these leads. And I get it, you guys might be doing door-to-door knocking, you may be doing cold calling and these other marketing methods that just are taking up so much of your sales team's time that you don't even have time to nurture your leads or basically pay attention to who's coming in. So you end up getting back to people 2 days later, and that's a problem. So what we see here is these leads come in. So they enter your CRM if you have a CRM, whether you use Service Titan or Job Nimbus or whatever you use. They come into your CRM, and it takes a long time, right? Maybe your staff is busy, or perhaps it's after hours, and your business hours aren't necessarily operating. Does that mean that you shouldn't have a mechanism in place to still get in contact with that person? No, it doesn't mean that. It means that you should have some sort of mechanism. It's just that most roofers don't, and they end up losing on that revenue because if they're looking at you and your competitor, and then like no one gets back to them, even though it's after hours and they know that, but they kind of want to still talk to somebody. Nobody gets back to them. Well, they're just going to go to the competitor. And if your competitor has a mechanism like an AI caller that's really effective, or they have at least some sort of text agent, which is what we do for our clients, then you're going to lose that revenue. You're going to lose that job to the competitor, and that's what happens every single day in the industry, right? So what happens is that all these things lead to slow or missed follow up. So the lead goes cold, so that when you do get in touch with them, you don't hear back, or they choose a competitor, right? And I want you to avoid this. I want you to not, fall into that statistic of roofing companies that lose out on revenue constantly because of this, right? This is the process that you don't want. I'd rather your competitors deal with this, not you. Now let's talk about what you do want right here. This is my process map that I want you to see, the more AI powered modern marketing approach. And this is what we harp a lot on at Youth Media is AI powered modern marketing principles that actually work for home improvement and especially for roofers. So it kind of follows, it starts off following the same formula, but you're going to see some key differences. So you have a lead come in. It could be Facebook ads, Google ads, of course, phone call, referral, website form. But the difference is that you respond in seconds, right? This AI caller, this AI technology allows you to respond within seconds and allows you to qualify the lead that comes in. So what it looks like is somebody comes in through a Facebook ad, you have their data, you have their email, you have their phone number. Now this AI caller is calling them within about 10 seconds and then qualifying them based on what you're looking for. So it asks questions like, name, location, the type of roofing job needed, when is that needed, budget, these important questions, like if they're using insurance too, like these important questions so that you get an idea of how valuable this lead is. Now, you treat all leads very important, but you categorize them differently after that qualification process. So if somebody has a higher budget and they're looking to move along right now, that's a higher lead score than someone that's like their budget isn't that high and they want to start in like 2 weeks. Right? These are important systems to have. And a lot of CRMs do a good job with lead scoring, but not all of them do a good job of providing you the right tools. And even if they do, you may not know how to use them. And this is how I help people is I help them leverage this technology for their businesses so that they can actually, make the most out of their investment. Because at the end of the day, if you're investing in the Google ads and Facebook ads, you're spending, right? And you want to get as much out of your ad dollars as possible. So while we can make you get the most out of your ad dollars, what good is it if you can't convert that attention or convert those leads? So how do we convert those leads? We put mechanisms in place. We put callers, we put text agents in place to get back to leads quickly, qualify them, nurture them too. So let's say someone books an estimate with you and they're a good fit. Perfect. What about those others that aren't ready yet? They're not the best fit leads, but they may be a good fit in about 6 months. They may be a good fit in about 3 months. So they need to be nurtured as well. Roofers lose money when they just let these leads sit in their CRM database, you know? And this is another thing we do is database reactivation. And it's what I highly recommend is talk to your old clients and customers and leads and reactivate them. Ask them, hey, we installed your roof a year ago today. We hope you enjoy it. Are there any repairs that you need? Or we installed your roof 5 years ago. Is there any repairs that you need? Um, these are important things, super important. And you'll be surprised when people become ready. And follow up teaches you that a lot. So AI callers leads to instant outreach for the new lead or the individual that came through. And like I said, qualifies the lead, project type, timeline, location, urgency. This allows you to know what do you prioritize. And then when when it's qualified, it hands it off to either a sales rep or it books the appointment for you. It books the estimate time. So that's what our AI callers are able to do is they're able to not only qualify, but take all that data that they receive from the lead and then literally schedule in the estimate for your team. So your sales reps don't have to spend a lot of time doing that. They can just go to the estimates. Or if you have other marketing mechanisms that you're doing, like door knocking, you still want to keep that on, perfect. If they're not qualified, well, we just nurture because, like I said, we want to have that long-term engagement. You want to be in top of mind for even for people that aren't a fit yet, because when they do become a fit, you're the first company they think about, right? So all of this leads to a higher contact rate, which helps you stand out leagues ahead of your competitors, especially if you're in a very hyper competitive area. It's also fewer missed opportunities, which means more revenue because you're losing a lot of opportunities because you're not doing this and you're losing a lot of revenue or a lot of potential revenue. More booked appointments, of course, especially with highly qualified leads. Like you're not spending time with tire kickers, which can lead to lost revenue because your sales team is spending time on the wrong leads and not enough time on the right ones that will actually bring in more monthly revenue, right? So you can see the clear difference between, an AI powered approach, which is what we do for our clients, versus the typical, current state of the average follow up in the roofing industry. It's all about putting in systems that help nurture for faster closes, that help qualify, and that help stay top of mind for your long term deals as well. So if you found this video helpful and added a lot of clarity to your process, that's great. Awesome. If you need help implementing this and, making it very thorough and effective for your, roofing company, we also help other companies in the home improvement vertical. But if you're a roofing owner and you need help with this, definitely get in contact with me. Click the link. I'm going to have a link either in the description box, or I'm going to have the link in my channel description. You can go there to schedule a call with me to see how we can implement this in your business, and to even see if you'd be a fit for working with us. And if this is going up on Instagram, definitely click the link on my bio, and it's kind of the same process. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.